The fourth and final segment of this week 6 is going to conclude with the Dictators, with Maurice Haber on the mound
against noompSANITY.
With who on the mound?
Mikey Shalom.
That's right.
So as much as we were amping up the Rob Solomon versus Ike Mavora game, is as much as it's almost the same. Well, I'm gonna give the edge to Mikey in a pitching sense, but I feel like because that's gonna be a pitcher's duel, I think this is gonna be what you call a good old-fashioned slugfest. Good old-fashioned. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Slugfest. I think it's gonna be a Thursday night epic magic. I think it's gonna be one of those 11-10 type games. The Dictators already played earlier in this week.
Right. We had them playing against A.B. Cohen. Nothing against you, Mikey Shalom. I think A.B.'s your cousin, but I know A.B. Cohen's a legend.
Hold on. How is A.B. and Mikey cousins?
I know they're cousins. I just remember Mikey telling me.
I bet you $1,000 they're not cousins.
Mikey, I want you to talk to Sammy.
Mikey, you want to make $500?
No, I'm almost positive they're cousins. I remember Mikey telling me. That's why I said in the pitching genes in you. I remember saying something like that.
Pitching genes? We have Red Nesser?
Okay, no.
Either way,
But Mikey, just to give him credit, give him a shout out, his team in the YMSL, Mabadif, without a bye. So he won a playoff series, and then he won a game in the semifinals as well. So carrying his team, not to the championship, a very successful...
In his first campaign as a pitcher.
Right, first time as a pitcher, going out there, he should be proud of himself, and the league should be proud of him. He held his own, and like I said, he won a round in the playoffs, won another game.
Who did he face in the playoffs, round 1?
Unknowns, a very strong lineup.
Who were their top 3 hitters?
Jordy Rameld, Joe Chira, Murray Zolta, Mark Richter.
Nothing to sneeze
Ralph
at.
Hannon. This is a powerful lineup.
Impressive.
And he won the series, and you need to have a pitcher throwing strikes and doing a good job to win the series, and he did that. So I give Mikey a ton of credit. On that other end, Maurice has been very, very strong. He's been throwing strikes, which is
I watched Maurice's last games.
And he has some speed on his pitch. He's not like just lobbing the ball in there. And I think now that he knows he's the captain and he's got the bull by its horns, it's his game. He's doing well. Sammy's right. He didn't win those other games, but he's not losing the games.
One thing I'm impressed with the Dictators is everyone knows their role. It's very easily could have gone the other way around because everyone being on down each other's throats.
Right, guys slipped in there to their spots. Like Jacob Anteby has his shortstop position. Salim looks like he's happy with the team. Even
Jack Bawaba could have easily really been pissed off being pushed to first base as being picked as a starting pitcher. Right. But you know what? He is the biggest sport I've ever met. He is the biggest supporter of Maurice as a pitcher, and he's the biggest cheerleader.
Jack is, I'll tell you, he's a gem of a guy. Being with him the whole season, he's probably the best teammate, and I don't know him so much as a person, but he's got to be a really
if we ever do have a sportsmanship award, I definitely give it to Jack Bawaba.
I agree. And side note, he's an unbelievable fielding first baseman. I'll tell you that. He's a phenomenal fielder as a pitcher. He's like a cat on the mound, and at first base he stretches. He's unbelievable.
I'm getting a little uncomfortable with you and Jack Bawaba. Let's cut this short. Also, listen, their team knows their role, and they're going to be coming off a split as we predicted. I'm still sticking to that prediction. And they're going to come in... What?
Right, I was making sure.
No, they're going to come in against Mikey Shalom's lead. Well, we have Ali and Sabon just got knocked out of the playoffs.
Ugh.
Max is on that team in the YMSL. So they might go one of two ways. They might be really hungry, or they might be real dejected. I'm not sure how they're going to take this.
I'm not going to say dejected. A.B. Saka beat us. It was a tough series to lose. But Michael hit like an animal in the series. And Ali's still the best. Ali's an animal.
What did Ali do in the series in the playoffs?
He didn't have a strong series.
He went 0 for 6.
0 for 5, I believe.
0 for 5 or 0 for 6.
2 walks. But you know what? When you have a small series like that, to me that doesn't...
Tough sample size. And again...
Right, it's not 30 at-bats. It's 6 at-bats, 5 at-bats. So that doesn't show anything to me. Ali's the scariest guy in the league to face. Michael Solomon's as clutch as they come. He's showing his power in this night league, hitting a couple of... not just vintage line drives up the middle to the right center field spot. Michael's been hitting some bombs as well. That's a lineup with those two guys. It's always tough to handle.
Well, we saw their numbers last week or 2 weeks ago.
Ridiculous.
It was insane.
Moni Abadi. I saw his brother today, Yossi, talking to me about him, saying he's loving the league, he's into it, he can't wait to come and play. to shut down that lineup, Maurice, I mean, I know you're going to have fun going after them, but it's maybe contained. And like Sammy said, it's going to be a slugfest. On to the predictions. What do you think?
I see 11-10, game 1, won by noompSANITY. Or whatever, noompSANITY. I keep on calling them noompSANITY. 11-10, final score, game 1. And I see game 2 being something of a similar fashion. It's going to be 8-7, won by the Dictators. I see Dictators splitting this week.
These are one of these games we want to start on time because we have these high-scoring affairs, which I think is going to happen. I mean, sometimes what you guess.
Hey, watch, we're both going to be wrong. It's going to be 2-1, 1-0.
Right, sometimes that's what happens. But I look at these games as whoever has last is probably going to be the winner, and they obviously both don't get last licks here. The home team, they split game 1 and game 2.
Listen, these games are very important for both teams.
Yes, these are the head-to-head matchups that are really important because noompSANITY is 2-4 right now, and the best Maurice could be, is 4-4 if you got a sweep on Monday night.
If all goes well,
very strong.
Again, the last playoff spot is still up in the air.
Right. This is a big matchup.
Well, what are you calling at the end of the day?
I'm going to call a split simply because I don't see both pitchers going out there getting a sweep, and these lineups, even for the good pitchers in the league, are not easy to pitch to.
All right, before we sign off, I got to make one very important point. This week when I was watching Ike Mavora's team on Thursday night, and their catcher is Bruce Wortman. If you ever see Bruce straight profile, he wears his hat always or his catcher's mask and whatever, and the sides of his hair are like thinning white hair. So you would think he would either be bald up top or again like receding, whatever. What I saw was something so unexpected. He takes his hat off. He had...
What the hell is this?
I had to say this is very important. Because I'm telling you, this is like, to me, the most important thing of the week.
I don't know proof.
You see like almost a Corey Matthews-esque head of hair. It was like almost a fro.
You're uncomfortable with me and Jack Ball.
It was almost a fro.
This is the most uncomfortable I've been in my life.
It looked like a wig. So I actually tried to pull it off and I went with it like. But, Bruce, I told you I was going to mention it on the show. You thought I was lying. Bruce, I'm proud of you. And he swears there was no Rogaine involved or whatever. But Bruce, very very impressive. Anyway, were you calling a split?
I forgot. I've totally lost everything here.
Anyway, guys, next time you see Bruce Wortman, ask him to run his fingers through his hair.
I'm going to do that. But I did say split because I like both teams' offense. And I'm making a call out. I think Bobby Safdie is going to hit the hell out of the ball. He's coming really, really in the mood to play. He wants to prove to his team that he's the Bobby Safdie of old with crazy power. And I think they threaten to trade him every 30 minutes. He gets like a tweeter or a tweet, whatever. And he's like...
Mike Francesa?
Yeah, something like that. He wants to prove to his team. Forget about to the league. He year in and year out, he puts up amazing numbers. He's playing a much better outfield. Ever since Ali told him to get aggressive out there, he's been aggressive and he's been really good. I think he's going to come out smoking. He's got an easier pitcher than Maurice to hit. I think he's going to club the ball. That's my prediction.
They hope for, Bobby hopes for his team's sake because they've been riding on him and they've been, ragging on him to be the better player that they picked him to be.
Bottom line is, if they keep Bobby in that 5 spot, if Michael Solomon or Ali get a hit and the other one gets out, they're gonna always walk to face Bobby. Bobby's gonna have to make them pay.
So again, like I mentioned a few weeks ago, when it comes down to Bobby, it's equivalent to where it was with A-Rod a few years ago with the Yankees. It always comes down to him. Every big spot comes down to Bobby Safdie.
It always somehow falls that way.
So Bobby, the onus is on you again. We always like saying that. You always get pissed off at us. You always call me after when you see the show. What the hell? But Bobby, we love you. But again, I agree with you in that point, in that respect.
I know, but I think he's coming through big. That's my point. I'm not just calling him out. I'm
not calling him out either. I
think he might have Player of the Week in him next week.
Wow.
Let's find out.
Either way, until next time. Again, don't forget to make sure to see Bruce Wortman's hair.